Not quite as much, just a little.
Not at one time. We need it.
We didn't need to get it all at one time.
All right. All righty. Good morning. Welcome to our April 7th board meeting. As always, appreciate each one of you being here this morning. And if you would take a couple of seconds just to put your phone on silent, will be appreciated. As always, we'll open up in a word of prayer, and Mr. Timothy Jenkins will come up and lead us in prayer, plus Will lead us in the pledge. So if you would, please stand.
Dear Lord, we just come to you today thanking you for Madison County and for this place we get to call home. I just ask you to be with each one of us in this meeting, to be able to go out and not just think about ourselves, but do something for other people around us. Thank you for the government that we have and for being able to have a voice in it. Thank you for loving us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Will?
Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Gina? Thank you. Oh, Ronnie?
Oh.
Yeah, Chancellor Clerk?
Okay.
Is Ronnie not in today? Or?
Yeah, okay, sorry, okay. Before you should have two sets of minutes approved, they were from December the 16th, 2024, and March the 21st. That's not right.
March 17th?
Yeah, it's March the 17th and March the 21st.
Okay, do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make a motion.
Motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second Supervisor Casey. Discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed? Thank you, Gina. We're down to concerned citizens. Ms. Patrick White? Okay. Any other concerned citizens?
There is one name on the list, and that would be Minnie Smith, but I believe Ms. Smith is also listed under item 69, so it'd be up to you whether you want to take her now or during item 69.
Item 69. All right, let's just hold tight on 69 we'll just take her on 69 if you don't mind. Any other?
No, sir.
Okay, public hearing. Do I have a motion? I have to make a motion to go into public hearing. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Mr. Thad Varner?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
The public hearing today is to determine whether we have any protest of concern for the proposed $20 million issue of debt by the county for purposes to allow Makita to expand and buy new land. If you recall, we were here the first meeting of March in order to provide the county's intent resolution, which was published 3 times or 4 times as required by law. And the hour of 9 o'clock having come, checked with the Chancery Clerk's office, no written protest has been filed. So unless there's any other protest or a written protest to be brought before you, you can close the public hearing.
All right, let's go ahead and take the other one as well, the bond sales, and we'll just take them
Well,
all.
we need to do two separate votes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. All right, we'll take the no protest resolution up. I'll make a motion for approval. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. All right, I have a motion to go back into public hearing. Do I have a second?
Second that.
Got second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Okay, we're on the bond sales now.
Bond resolution is now before the board. If you recall, we're going to have not to exceed $35 million for the road project, the massive road project for the county. This will be our second tranche of the $92 million that was approved last year. So this will be, we did $19 million of the 92 last year. This will be 35 of that 92 for this year. So that's number one. And then number two, that's before you, is the approval of the $20 million for Makita to buy the land. We've got a call with the rating agencies on Thursday to get updated rating on the county, and then we'll go to bond sale and hope to have cash in the bank for you by May 21st.
Okay, are there anyone here to speak in favor or opposed to this? Okay, do I have a motion to close the public hearing? I got a motion, do I have a second? Second Supervisor Banks, discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. All right, do I have a motion for approval of the bond sales?
Move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second Supervisor Brandon, discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed.
Thank you very much.
Been approved, thank you. Consent items, are there any, items that need to be removed or would like to be removed for discussion? If not, do I have a motion for approval of consent items?
Motion to approve.
Got a motion Supervisor Griffin, I'll second, discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Supervisor Banks?
Okay. We have, on the West Madison Utility Board, we want to reappoint Mr. Ernest Odom.
Okay, got a motion by Supervisor Banks, I'll second, discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Mr. Albert Jones, business items?
Line item 53. Just asking you all to approve them Precision being the sole source.
Okay, do I have a motion for approval?
Motion.
Got a motion Supervisor Griffin, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed.
In line item 54, I ask you all to approve to pay to get that completed, that project completed.
All right, do I have a motion?
I move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, I'll second, discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Thank you, Albert. Drew? Item 55,
Morning, Board.
good morning.
Item 55 is approved landscaping proposal. Last time we discussed landscaping, three main places were mentioned where we wanted to have some more colors and things that were outside the original scope. Mr. Wynn provided three proposals, one for Circuit Court, one for the old courthouse grounds, and one for the Madison office to do this additional work. Total for all three proposals is $30,898, and those are broken down into all three places. Mr. Wynn's here if there are any technical questions about this proposal.
All right, Drew, you're in approval with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll make a motion for approval. Do I have a second? Second Supervisor Griffin, discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye, all opposed? Thank you, Drew. County Engineer, Tim Bryan.
Morning, Board.
Good morning.
First item I have is the final plat for Thornberry Phase 3. Development is 56 lots on 29.15 acres. We do have the final final letter of credit on the final wearing surface.
Motion.
Got a motion Supervisor Baxter. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye, all opposed?
All right, next item I have is the final plat for Woodgate Phase 1A. This development is 53 lots on 24.43 acres. We have we have the letter of credit on the final wearing surface on this phase of this project as well.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion Supervisor Griffin, do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion? Tim, is this the first, is this the first phase on that?
Yes, sir.
Woodgate? And how many, I was looking at the lots, how many lots is it?
53 lots.
53?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye, all opposed? Item 59?
All right, next item is the final, or it's the amended final
58.
plat.
58.
58.
Yeah, 58. This is an amended final plat for Lost Rabbit, Phase 4A. This is basically taking lots A12 through A14 and reducing them down to what will now be numbered lots 412 and 413. So taking 3 lots and combining it into 2 lots. We typically do this as a ratification of a plat, but PRV asked that this be an amended plat. So PRV has approved this, and we're bringing it back before you all at their request.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Brandon, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right, next item, which is item 59. Request that the board authorize state aid bridge money for State Aid Bridge 4501, which is the Mount Pilgrim Bridge. This is a posted bridge and is eligible to use state aid bridge money for it. So I'd like to program that bridge.
Do I have a motion? Motion Supervisor Griffin, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right, next item is a approval of a payment to Lane Christensen. This is for the original Amazon project. This is the water well. It's part of the off-site improvements. Invoice is for $689,058.75. That's request number one.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Brandon, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right. Also, as part of the original agreement for the Amazon project, in the original RETA, there was $2,860,000 put towards off-site improvements. Once that money was spent, CMU agreed to pay up to $920,000. We have reached that $2.86 million. So our other request to you is to seek reimbursement from CMU in an amount of $688,218.11.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, I'll second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right.
Mr. Weeks?
I got one more.
Mm-hmm.
And a final item I have is a request for construction to replace the bridge decks on two bridges. These are a bridge on Clarkdale Road and a bridge on Stokes Road.
Motion.
Okay, got a motion Supervisor Griffin.
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Mr. Weeks, planning and zoning.
Morning.
Good morning.
First item I have is the planning and zoning draft minutes from March 13th, 2025. Acknowledge those.
Do I have a motion to acknowledge?
Move.
Got a motion Supervisor Banks, I'll second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Next item was Sam Hillary Livingston IV. This is an appeal, it's a withdrawal letter from the attorney. This was located on Sharon Road.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Second.
Motion, Ms.
Yes.
Griffin, you made the motion. Motion by Supervisor Griffin, second Supervisor Banks. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Next item, Brassfield and Gorey, that's Makita. It's a conditional use for a wastewater treatment plant located at 461 Mount Elam Road, Supervisor District 4, approved by PNC March 13th, 2025.
Move.
Motion by Supervisor Banks. Do I have a second? I'll second it for more discussion. Exactly what is this?
It's an expansion of the Beatty's Bluff wastewater treatment.
And is this giving them the authority for what?
To
To
expand.
expand the facility,
In other words, to build the facility or to run and operate?
to build a new facility.
To
the
build it.
Right next to
Okay.
it.
All right, other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Next item is plat amendment, Lot 9, the retreat at Charlton, Supervisor District 4.
All right, do I have a motion?
I'll move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second? I'll second. Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Item 66.
Next item is Philip G. Barnett. It's a zoning violation located at 1501 Barnes Road. A lot of junk debris, abandoned mobile homes, it's in Supervisor District 5.
Okay, do I have a motion?
There anyone here?
I do not know.
Philip, Burnett, is he here? No. All right, I make the motion.
Got a motion Supervisor Griffin, second Supervisor Banks. Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Just to clarify that would give the planning and zoning attorney to adjudicate property finding in a state of uncleanliness and pursue legal action.
Okay, Ms. Griffin, that was the motion.
Yes.
Scott, was that on 65 or 66 or 67?
66.
Okay, we're on item 67 then.
Is Preston Mayfield a zoning violation? It's at 123 4H Club Road, Supervisor District 5.
What is the zoning violation?
Junk and debris just scattered throughout the lot.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Is there anyone here? Is Preston here? No. All right, I make the motion.
Motion Supervisor Griffin, do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Item 68.
Next item, Barbara Smith Jackson, zoning violation 543 Andle Road, Supervisor District 5. This mobile home that's been vacant there for literally decades, be considered a non-conforming use.
Are there anyone here to speak on behalf of that? If not, do I have a motion?
If I'm remembering right, this here was before us one time before,
That's correct.
and if I'm remembering right, someone said that they were using this mobile home for storage. And Carl, this might precede your date, but I think that trailer was put there when there wasn't any zoning, that this board didn't have any zoning there.
Oh, yeah, that's way for me.
That before you would,
Yeah.
yeah, so,
Man, that's an old trailer.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Man.
but they got a house right there in front of it and they using it for storage. And I was out doing my supervisor duties, Fridays, checking those locations. So, what is you exactly asking? Are you asking the same thing that you've been asking on the others, to let Andy go, and proceed with, legal
Yes.
advice or what?
Yes, sir.
Far as you know, was there any contact made with the people that live there?
Sent the letters as per required by state law.
You didn't get anything back in return, they're not here today, right?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Let me, make a motion to put this off to our next meeting, whenever that date would be.
All right, we got a motion to
Second.
table it. Second Supervisor Banks, discussion to the next meeting.
Yeah.
All in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. Item 69, Scott?
Minnie L. Smith and Robert L. Batamon, zoning violation 581 Gandle Road.
The
This,
same thing.
It's vehicles and, you know,
I make the same motion.
All right, we got a motion, I'll second it, but I think there's someone
you here?
here. I think there's someone here. too.
Oh, okay, well, let's hear from you.
Okay, please come up, and of course, we got a motion on the table and a second at this point.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Smith.
If you would, state your name and give your address, please, ma'am.
Minnie L. Smith, 581 Yandell Road in Canton, Mississippi.
Okay?
Those cars, are they belong to you, a brother or husband or what?
Yes. Me and my husband.
Wasn't you up here before, probably about a few years ago?
2-3 times.
And we had you move them to the back, now your husband is moving to the front, back to the front?
They have tags on them. I did what they asked me to do. The ones that don't have tags are behind the fence. They're enclosed. The 87, I ordered an anti-tag. It has to come in mail.
So they vehicles that you use?
They're our operator, yes, sir. And like, one of them need an alternator. I've ordered the parts for all of them to be, because I got the letter saying it had to be on the road running. So I got the tags for them. I've ordered the the, parts that I need. And for the overgrown bushes, they cutting them down as of now. So, we're just trying to get it done.
Okay. I was to make a motion to
Now, we have a motion on the table.
yeah, I was
You
saying
wanna
that
make a
motion.
substitute
Yeah.
motion?
Yeah, he wanted.
I wanted to say in that one, cause I didn't see her over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Make a motion that, we authorize Scott to, evaluate this for the next 6 months. And to make sure that everything is kept in order. And the vehicles, when I passed by Friday, looked at it, they look pretty much in order. They're parked in a good, position in the yard.
They've been like that, but they still come back. He said somebody keep on complaining about them.
Say that, I didn't
They have been like that. They've been parked in order, but somebody keep on complaining, but of course,
Yeah.
they won't tell me who.
Yep, I got a good idea who it is, and if they don't like it, and they live in Harvey Cross, they might need to move somewhere else. So my motion gonna be is to Scott County take it, keep it under review for the next 6 months, to make sure that those cars stay parked in order, that, the one that you can move in the back, move them in the back.
All right, you get that motion, Mr.
Okay,
Clark?
we never moved them in the back.
Yeah.
We put the fence up
Put the
because
fence
the
up.
back floods ever since they built the houses behind us. So that's the only place they could be. That's why we put the fence up.
Well, they look pretty much in order when I looked at them Friday.
And they got current tags on.
Yeah, yeah. So in other words, I'm gonna take that motion back.
Well, that motion didn't have a second. We still got this other one on the table, 'cause we,
I'll be seeing it
yeah,
there.
but we ain't voted on rescind that one yet. I was just waiting to see if you're gonna make a substitute motion, and that would take care of
You just make
everything.
a substitute.
I'm gonna make a substitute motion then to, Scott, just disregard that claim.
So you don't wanna do it, we don't wanna do anything?
No.
Okay, we got a motion on the table that to rescind, Supervisor Griffin, rescinded the motion we currently have on the table. I'll second it. Discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, all opposed. So we didn't do anything there.
No. Question before you leave. Do you know Barbara Smith Jackson?
Yeah, she said she did not receive the letter. I called her when I saw her name on the list. She said she was on the way up here.
That's her right there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's it.
All right, you can have a seat. Come on to the hot seat, Miss Jackson.
We're still on item 69.
No, we
We moved back to-
68.
We're on item 68 now? Okay,
Yeah.
Barbara Smith.
Wait, Scott, you gotta come up and tell her what the violation are.
This is back on 543 Andle Road, Miss Smith Jackson. This was the mobile home that has been there for decades. It's considered basically a non-conforming use. But here's
It's storage field track.
Yeah. Ms. Jackson, when you up here a few years ago, and you said you were using it for a storage house,
Yes,
you still use that storage house?
yes, and we just finna get the grass cut. People hadn't started cutting grass yet, gotta get it cleaned up. I can put flowers around it if you want. Eventually, we might have to move in there because they're having a problem with the house, the foundation. So we need that trail.
Okay.
And it has a address also, have a water bill.
For the trail.
For the trailer. Did I made a motion to rescind this to the next meeting then.
Do you want to rescind it, or do you want to just table it to the
Table
next
to the
Until
next
the
meeting.
next meeting.
But go ahead and,
What a lawyer, can I take that table back?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
you can
Since
make,
she wasn't here.
Right.
I didn't even get a letter. I just got a call this morning and
My motion is to, let's table this, indefinitely.
Okay, you want to rescind the first current
Yes.
motion and table it to the next board meeting?
No, I want to table it indefinitely.
Okay, got a motion?
To take. Second.
Second Supervisor Banks. Andy, did you get that motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye, all opposed.
You good to go, Ms. Jackson?
Okay.
We're gonna try to get the people at Harvard Crossing to stop calling and complaining.
All right, thank you.
That one person, they ain't people, one person.
Mr. Espy? Board Attorney?
Okay, good morning, Board.
Good morning.
We've had a really quick meeting so far,
Yes, sir, let's try to keep it
so
that
that gives
way.
me license to slow us down a little bit.
No, no, I don't think so.
All right. Okay, I've got one item on the agenda, which is to talk about a legal victory that the board won March 29th, 2025. So it's fresh legal decision. It's a very important legal decision. That's why I'm taking the time to discuss it. Because the judge, federal district judge, Henry Wingate, in federal district court ruled in our favor in a case that we had been working on since February 2022. So 3 years we've been working on this. And I'd like to discuss it with you. So I've got the order here. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to have the board acknowledge this order because I would certainly like to put it into the record.
Okay, I'll make a motion to acknowledge. I have a second.
I'll second that.
Second Supervisor Banks, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye, all opposed.
All right, so I'll be very brief, as brief as I can. This is important because the judge himself said that it was a case of first impression. He wrote a 16-page order. Usually a judge's order is a page or 2 pages. This is 16 pages. It's very, very detailed. And from the time it's entered to in the future, this becomes precedent throughout the world. If anybody is concerned about the relationship between a county and county entities, the county and county agencies, and how much control the county has over the agencies. And therefore the question is basically, is a county responsible for the torts or the civil wrongdoings of its own county agencies? And the judge said no, and that's our position. Here's the case. The case is styled Singleton versus Madison County and Madison County Citizen Service Agency. So back in 2020, a woman named Miss Singleton, who was disabled, was in a wheelchair trying to go to the doctor, and she called a Madison County Citizen Service Agency bus. The bus came, put her in the bus. They did not strap the wheelchair to the interior of the bus. Going to the doctor, hit a pothole or something, wheelchair flips, and she breaks her leg. So her lawyer, plaintiff's lawyer, sued Madison County Citizen Service Agency, but also sued Madison County, 2022. When I was a lawyer then. When I got it, I read the complaint, although they have to give you notice that they're gonna sue you. So I read the notice, I called him immediately, and I told the lawyer, the county's not liable for this. It says Madison County is out of the bus, but that's not our bus. That's not our driver. I went through it all, and I told them that they probably should dismiss the county from this suit, and he didn't see it that way because they had taken from 20 to 2022 to go through the county's minutes, the county's budget, Citizen Service Agency's minutes, the HR booklet. They were very precise in making what they thought was a claim to tie the county into this action. All right, so My good faith called in was not, fell on deaf ears, and we got sued. So we filed a motion for summary judgment, which is basically telling the court we don't dispute the facts, we just dispute the law. And the judge approved in part and denied in part our summary judgment motion in federal court. They sued us for not just the accident, but America with Disabilities Act violations and all of that. So to make a long story short, he denied it in part for discovery. So we went through discovery, and we went to our CFO and our HR director, trying to prove that we are not connected to this. And so we were, March 29th, approved to be dismissed with prejudice. But I would like to invite the board to really read this because it is very specific. We have a lot of county agencies, and this county gets sued a lot because people think that Madison County is Madison County. So it's really important to know what the federal law says when we're liable and when we're not. So in other words, on their side, they said, the buzz says Madison County. The Board of Supervisors appoints the commissioners of the Citizen Service Agency. They had an HR booklet that was modeled on our HR booklet. And even your lawyer was included in this lawsuit because when they called me for advice, I gave them advice. And so they took the calls and the advice that I gave them as an indication that I was their lawyer. And so we responded. Number one, it's not our bus. It's the Madison County Citizen Service Agency bus. It's not our driver. We didn't hire the driver. We don't train the driver. We're not responsible for overseeing the guidelines, safety, or otherwise, of the driver. The HR booklet was modeled on our booklet, but it's not our booklet. And we do give them an annual budget, yes, but they also receive money from the state governments and federal governments. So all of the conditions, side by side, they said we are, they said we're not. And with regard to the lawyer, they said, yes, Mr. Espy did advise them when they asked him, but he's not their lawyer. So, in other words, the judge ruled on the 29th of March that we were included improperly as a party in the lawsuit. We were dismissed and dismissed with prejudice. So this ruling stands for all time until it's overruled by somebody, but it's very precise. So Madison County Citizen Service Agency is ruled as a separate and distinct legal entity from Madison County. And so they've got their own lawyer to fight this and their own insurance company to pay the judgment, as I assume they would pay. My last word is toward the end of this, when it became apparent that they were going to lose. People get the feeling. So they called us and tried to settle this case, and we said no. We're sticking with our guns. We said 3 years ago we were liable, and irrespective of what the reduced offer was, we rejected it. So we won this, and it's in the record, and I want to let you know that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Questions? If not, we're going to move to Greg, County Administrator.
Good morning, Board. I have 3 items for you today. Item 71 is a request that this board establish the scoring committee for broadband phase 2 proposals. I would recommend that committee consist of County Engineer Tim Bryan and myself. Admittedly, there was only one proposal, so it should be pretty easy to score. But when they start applying for federal grants, a lot of times federal grants have a scoring metric for competitive proposals.
Right.
So I don't want to be in a place where we're hamstringing Comcast because we didn't bother to wait 2 weeks to write some numbers on a piece of paper. So that's my suggestion here.
All right, do I have a motion? Move. Motion Supervisor Banks, I'll second. Discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right, Tim, congratulations on being a part of that committee you didn't know you were going to be a part of this morning. Item 72 is a request that this board approve task order 11 from Wagner Engineering for King Ranch Road.
Move. Got a motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Griffin. Discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed?
All right, item 73, First Baptist Church of Madison has decided that they would like to feed county employees on April 10th which is 3 days from now, before we can partake in that, what I'm sure is going to be a lovely lunch. This board would need to accept that donation.
Move.
Got a motion, Supervisor Banks, I'll second. Discussion, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, and we appreciate First Baptist Church of Madison, doing this for county employees. I know they just fed the city employees, had a great turnout, and we appreciate them offering, extending this to the county.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Greg.
Yes, sir.
All right, son?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Item number 74 is approval of the budget amendments and the interfund cash transfer.
I'll make a motion for approval. Do I have a second?
Second that motion.
Second, Supervisor Banks. Discussion, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Item 75 through 77 is 1 general claims docket and 2 payroll dockets.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion, Supervisor Banks. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Supervisor Griffin. Discussion, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Supervisor Banks, take item 78, please.
Okay, item 78.
Is item number 78, the last one is the approval of the Fleet Corps claim docket.
Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Chancellor Clerk. Any,
Nothing, Mr. President.
Sheriff? Anything you'd like to add? Okay. Old business? New business?
I would like to do that after executive session, if at all possible, sir, because the auction doesn't end for another 20 minutes.
On item 79?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, with that being said, do I have a motion to go into closed termination?
Move.
Motion Supervisor Banks, do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Griffin, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? And while we're here, I'd like to, I'll make the motion to go into executive session for
Litigation and economic development.
economic development. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second Supervisor Griffin, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Sorry, and acquisition of property.
Yeah, acquisition.
You got all three of those? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All
The short version is it denied a claim.
Okay.
All right, but we'll bring him up. All right. Thank you, Dwayne. We are back out of the executive session. Mr. Clark?
Madison County Board of Supervisors took the following actions in executive session. Number one was they approved an administrative adjustment in the amount of $6,610 on the property at 294 Yandle Road. Second action taken was to establish just compensation on Holy Trinity Anglican Church in the amount of $29,150. Let me back up a little bit. I believe the first that I mentioned passed unanimously. Second passed 4-0 with Mr. Griffin abstaining as he was out of the room. Next action taken was to acknowledge a motion that died for lack of a second by Supervisor Steen that Dominique Walden, Zach Buckner, and Cheryl Horn, all of the Madison County Justice Court clerk's office, be placed on paid leave of absence with pay during the pendency of an investigation into that office. That motion to acknowledge that failed motion passed unanimously. Second motion was that every employee of the Madison County Justice Court Clerk's Office be administered a polygraph test. That was approved unanimously. And the third, I guess this would be the fifth action taken in executive session, was to place the Madison County Justice Court clerk, Ms. Cheryl Horn, on administrative leave with pay pending the investigation into that office, and that matter was approved unanimously.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
I'd
Clark.
like to strike the language that the acknowledgement of a motion failed, because it did. The acknowledgement was that the motion was made,
That's correct.
so the rest of the language is unnecessary. Then it failed, because it would have been in the minutes that it succeeded. I would strike that.
Correct.
That would just say what they voted to do, to acknowledge a comment about supervisor to do something in a motion.
Yes, sir.
Not the resulting action of it.
So noted.
Thank you, Mike. All right, we're gonna back up to, not consent items, to concerned citizens. I think Mr. Patrick White come in, so, Mr. White, if you would, come up and state your name, give your address, and a couple of minutes to let the board know what you're, like for us to know.
You're talking to that mic.
First off, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Patrick White. My address is 633 West Fulton Street, Canton, Mississippi, 39046. I'm here this morning because I crashed my car in a sinkhole on Way Road maybe about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Filed an insurance claim, and the insurance claim was denied based on that. They said Madison County did not know about the sinkhole out there, but they had been out there twice to fix the sinkhole, and so, and they were saying that they weren't liable for to pay for my vehicle because they had no knowledge of the sinkhole, but that's not true. They had been out there twice, and I felt like the insurance should have fixed my car.
Okay. Greg, did you, talk with the insurance company?
Not beyond this denial letter, no, sir.
Okay. All right, other thoughts from the board?
Patrick, where on Way Road is that pothole? Close to what?
It's on the end with the gravel road part, end of Way Road.
Oh, you talking about north of 51?
It's up 51. It's once you get to 51, you
Turn
got you take that right.
Oh.
Back off in that end, the dead end part of Way Road, if you would say. They installed a cross road covered, roughly, and then in the insurance letter it said 6 months ago, but they actually installed it well before then. And it sunk in, and they had someone come out on a Saturday to repair the hole. So a month after that, maybe, it sunk in again in the same spot, and I was coming through on my way to work one morning, and I hit the sinkhole around 6 a.m. So I called at about 7:30 once I, got to my job. My car was still drivable. Once I got to my job, I called about 7 a.m. 7:30 a.m. when they opened up and reported it to the county.
Okay, I wish our road manager was here, but he probably thought we was about through. I know on that portion of Way Road, we got loggers being hauled right now. And we got funds set aside to overlay that portion of that road after those loggers get out of there. And these funds are from the last bond issue, not the bond that we just done. And cause what Mr. White is saying, I believe is true, because I remember talking to Mr. White, and I rode the whole Way Road, except that portion, and I didn't see a pothole. Till you just told me that it's on the other end of Way Road, to the right up there, where it's basically just DBST, and they hauling logs out of there. I would like the board to consider overruling the insurance and paying for Mr. White's vehicle, because $1 million, because the road manager ain't here, And I believe that road is tore because we're allowing loggers to come out there as we speak.
All right, we have a motion on the floor, on the table. Do we have a second?
Well, I'm considering it. I'm looking at the amount of damage here.
It's on that page.
56.
Oh, I
56.
got it.
If you bend one fender, it's $5,000 for a vehicle now.
All right, dies of a second. I'm gonna make a motion.
I'm gonna second it.
All right, got a second then.
They long.
I got a motion, Supervisor Griffin got a second for the board to override the insurance denial to pay the claim. I would make a substitute motion to have Greg to work with Cornelius, the road manager, to go and first of all, see if the pothole was there earlier and see if the county actually did go and repair that pothole. To make sure that the pothole was there and it was turned in ahead of time. And also, look and talk with the loggers, that's out there at this point to see if we could tell whether the loggers made that pothole. And that's my motion that's on the floor at this point, just for further discussion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Got a second, and reason that I make that motion that way is because they may be more involved than just the county at this point. It may be the loggers as well, if we see that to be the case.
Is, Mr. White, is that pothole where cross drain go Crossway Road?
Yeah, it's in the crossroad cover that they installed, but it's actually a sinkhole. You know, I guess when they put the cover in, they didn't put any of the cover that they use or the gray rocks on the side of the cover. So I guess in the rain came in and it washed it out. And so once it caved in on two sides. And so they came out, put some dirt in the hole, put some more rocks over it. That's all he did. He never actually dug it back out or anything to pack the dirt in. So within a month's time,
The logger pushed it back down.
We need to, my motion actually verifies what actually has taken place.
Greg, can you have it done, looked at by next meeting?
Oh, yeah, should be able to. Yeah.
Can you add that in? Go ahead, Carl.
You fixed your car already?
no, I haven't. I'm gonna have to try to get it fixed. It just started running hot because when I hit the sinkhole, it damaged my radiator housing, and so it just started running hot. So now it's not drivable at the time. So
Okay, that's all in here, right?
The estimate, always.
well, the estimate, that's the best estimate that he can give me. But at the back, if you look at the last page, it does say it could be more because they have to take everything down and see how much more damage is caused by the sinkhole.
I was just wondering, was that radiator housing other part of this?
It wasn't, but it's all that is in the yeah.
Okay. Got to have a motion on the floor, substitute motion, or?
The substitute motion
Or
is
is it-
for
yeah.
us to look at the, just further investigate
To
basically.
further investigate this claim, is actually further investigate this claim with the road department and with with Greg and the logging company as well, just to see making sure what you say happened actually happened.
Okay.
That's basically what.
By next meeting, because we got to keep in mind, this guy is walking, and if we be able to put it on the logging company or we fix it, I know he appreciate it quick as possible.
Right.
So he can get it back riding.
Get
And
back
go
in
to
2
work.
weeks.
Get
Yeah.
on the work.
We'll get it done.
And what day our next meeting?
21st.
21st day of April.
If you can, make it back here the 21st of April, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And if you think this here, estimate is not fair, is not what you're gonna inquire, make sure you have a good estimate in
Okay.
case, that logging company or the board decide to fix it.
Okay.
I would ask you to get another one.
Yeah, you
started.
need two anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we need at least two,
Okay. Take an estimate, be great, okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, all in,
See you next meeting.
All right.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Greg?
Mr. White, appreciate you. All right, board, one last one, very, very quickly. It's the last item on your agenda. It is a request that this board award the bid for fire trucks to U.S. Fire Pump Company LLC for 2 trucks in the amount of $608,500 apiece, so a little north of 1.2 million total.
All right, all in favor? Or do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that the county goes ahead and buys multiple fire trucks. Back in the day, we couldn't do it.
All right, okay, there's a motion on the table. Do I have a second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed.
All right, and Mr. President, I do believe there is one other one here. Mr. Weeks, you got that one?
Another fire truck?
No, we're out of those.
okay.
I can only afford 2.
Okay.
I think it was item 67, Preston Mayfield.
Yep, 67.
Mayfield. That was a zoning violation on 4H Club Road.
Yeah.
I do have somebody here, if you want to speak with them, who is cleaning up the property at present.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Griffith, that's in your district?
yeah.
Okay.
Preston, what you got to say, man?
I'm not Preston.
Okay.
I'm his baby brother.
Come on up to the,
You look like Preston. You look like a Preston.
come on up to the mic and give your name and address, please.
My name is Larry Mayfield. I stay at 123 4H Club Road, Kansas, Mississippi. And I'm here on behalf of my brother,
Preston.
Preston.
Preston, all right. So who putting all the so-called junk out there that
Me.
we've been getting reported? Is it you or Preston?
Me,
You, okay.
yeah. And I started the cleanup process.
You started the process. How long you think you gonna take to get that cleaned up from out there?
I said it should be, hopefully, by me working through the week, probably the rest of this month, I should be through with it, or maybe sooner. Because I do it on the weekend when I'm off,
Okay.
and sometime in the evening.
All right. Suppose we just give you 30 days then. Would that do it?
Yeah, it should do it.
If you don't get it cleaned up now, you know I'm gonna get a phone call.
Oh, man, I know all the time.
And don't be burning nothing out there.
I ain't burning
I
nothing.
got that phone call too.
I ain't burning nothing.
What motion you have, Mr. Griffith?
Motion to allow, Larry, not Preston, 30 days to clean up, the zoning violation.
Second the motion.
We got a motion, got a second, and this address is 1234 4H Club
4H
Road.
Club Road.
Got a motion, got a second, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed.
We know where to find you at, Larry, if you don't clean it up.
All right,
All right.
do I have a motion to adjourn to Monday, April?
Oh,
I just wanted to remind everybody that in 2 weeks at our next board meeting, the engineers will be coming back before you all for their quarterly reports. So
Thank you. Thank you for that.
All right.
Do I have a motion to adjourn to April 21st at 9 a.m.?
I'll make that motion.
Motion Supervisor Griffith, second Supervisor Brandon. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed.
Y'all know how to turn the
Tell
short.
Trey we took all the road money out of his district.